Yo, what's going on, guys? Superfly here, bringing you a new video. Before the video starts, give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, a lot of you have been asking for goalkeeper distribution, and today I'm going to show you what I use, which really helps me a lot. And I also play in drop-ins to warm up and get practicing on those kicks, because a lot of the drop-in players just, run around aimlessly and put themselves in bad situations, which gives you, as the goalkeeper, a really good chance to try and practice on some difficult kicks. And it's all about trying to keep the ball in play and keeping hold of that possession. So this is what I use. As you can see on screen here, within the goalkeeper skill games, you go to Pro Clubs, My Pro, Skill Games, Goalkeeper tab, go to Keeper Pass, where I'm on here. And in here, as you can see on screen, A to throw, R, B, and A to do a driven throw, X to kick the ball, R, B, and X to do a driven kick. Now, I must say that information there is a lie. It's not how it works. So, to do a driven kick, you need to hold LB and RB with X, not just RB. RB doesn't trigger a driven kick. You've got to hold both trigger bumpers in. On PlayStation, it'll be L1, R1, square. There is times where you can, on a counter attack, get it in behind and get it in between the gaps towards the corner flags. But we'll try and do that here. It's a very RNG thing. It doesn't always work, but I'll tell you what I use to do that. So as we go in, resume, and I will demonstrate right here, guys. Everything I do will be with X, okay? I'm not going to do throws and stuff like that. So I'm just going to tap the X, okay? And everything is a tap, all right? Just a tap. Everything is just a tap, okay? Now, if you've got a guy right on the wing, you can just stand still if you want to and just tap, and the ball will go to them. Okay, and as they get further up, now you got the wall. Again, I'll move forward maybe a little bit, and I'll just press X. Okay, now it's just an X kick, nothing crazy, just a tap of X or square on PlayStation, and that loops over. Eventually it's going to change, and you're going to get runners. Like this is a defender here now. So now I'm going to do the driven kick, which is LB, RB, and X. It might not get there, but we'll see. As you see, you got there much quicker. LB, RB, X. And these are just taps. I'm not holding X down. I'm just kicking it with X. Just pressing X once. So if I've got a player out on the far left touchline and I need to get it to him, if I hold X, obviously it's going to lock me on there to the to my attacker. But if I held X all the way, it would go out to touch. To prevent that, what you want to do is always just tap the X, okay? Even if they're on the touchline. All right, now we're going to switch it up and start using the B or circle to kick. So you do have to kind of manually power this a little bit. So you got to hold it maybe a second longer. This is what I use to get the ball in behind. A nice big long kick. And if you can, try and sprint with it as well. But it will tend to lock on to the furthest player. So I would use X for all passes with your kicks in the direction. I'm using B right now. So B is a good one to get practicing with. And I'm going to try to get some over the top balls now using low driven. I'll try and move away as far as I can from him so it doesn't lock on. It might still lock on though. And that was going really far then. If it didn't lock on, the striker there, it would have been away. Low driven. As you can see, that went miles, right? And I'm sprinting. I'm holding right trigger, LB, RB, and then using the shoot button. The throw in is really RNG. I would try to avoid it as much as you can. And instead of throwing the ball, if you've got enough time and you don't have any pressure and the ball's in your hand, if you press Y or triangle, you can put the ball down and now the ball's at your feet. Okay. I'm going to have to try and do this quick because it's going to reset. So you can put the ball down and then get like a dink, or you could put the ball down and then LBRB and then do like an LBRB over the top, That's another good one that you can do. Or you can put the ball down and then, you know, play it out to your left back. If the other team have kicked the ball and you've had to run out to your box to collect it, and it's on your feet and you run the ball into the box, if you press RB, you will pick the ball up off the floor. So you can bring it into your box and pick the ball up. I'll try and demonstrate on here. I should have really put the on-screen controls, so I apologize for that. I'll try and demonstrate on here. Aim in, and I'll just go, just a quick little tap. And I'll show you again when it gets further out, how I'm doing it. As I'm running, just a quick tap, and it'll lock onto them. And for the low driven, you hold both bumpers, okay, the front ones, not the back ones, the triggers, the both front ones, and you press X. The computer kicked that for me, but I'll show you again. So you hold both bumpers down, X, and then low drivens to the player. This is really good to get practice in. I know it sounds probably pretty stupid, you know, going into the skill games to do it, but it does actually really help. You know, look at that, beats him right there. So if you got a defender on your striker, you can do the low driven. In competitive, it's going to be really hard because you got pros who are strong, big, tall. So the meta usually is play it to your left back plays it to the DMs and then out to the wing or something like that. But if you can get it out there quick, you know, you can give it a quick little one tap X. And again, for big long kicks, you can hold B and it gets it in behind. Do a low driven one, you know, gets it really far there. And if you sprint and do it, obviously it goes even further. You can see the difference in my kick. Ready? I won't sprint. Look how he like kind of just pops the ball up and kicks it. If I sprint and hold the bumpers, watch how he kicks it. It's like a, you know what I mean? He like whips it. It locked onto him there. I'll try and get it to the corner flag. And that's what you want to do. Try and do as well. Try and aim for like corner flags to get your accuracy. That wasn't great. I'll try and get straight down the middle here, but it's locked on obviously to the right side there. But again, to get this movement pointer underneath, I will link a video at the end of this video that you can go check out, where it goes through my controller settings, my goalkeeper build, and it shows you how to get this on, which really does help into knowing exactly where I want to kick the ball, so I know where I'm aiming. It is really good for you to work that out. Saves a lot of stress when you're trying to, you know, oh shit, am I going to kick it in the right place? This really does help. I would definitely recommend spending, I don't know, 20 minutes in here before you go into a compet game or before you play with your friends. Just little X passes out to the wings. I would try and stay away from throwing it. It's so RNG. Sometimes you'll throw the ball, sometimes you'll roll it, and it, you know, it's trash as well. To get the ball behind the back line, like I said before, you hold B and you get it behind, but this is computer, so it's going to lock on to onto the attacker, and you want to try and aim for those corner flags over there. Like that was a really good one there, and you want to just try and get it right. That wasn't so good. The reason why you want to get to the corner flags is because it gives your team enough time to run to them corner flags. The worst thing I should say that can happen is, you know, you can aim for a corner or try and work it from that corner flag. So sorry for dragging this video out, repeating myself, but I just want to make it clear to you guys. That it's just simple as X. Just press it and aim. The video that I'm linking will be up here in the corner. Go check it out. It's got all my settings, what I use, what build I use, and that's a nice little one there to finish it off. That's just hold an X. It draws them out, and that will definitely help your distribution in games. Just press X, hold B and LB RB for low drivens or to get in behind, and for kicking it to keep possession, just press X or square. And if you want a low driven, LB RB X. L1, R1, square. You don't need to throw the ball. Stay away from using A. Like I said, you can drop the ball with triangle or Y and then do LB Y or R L1 triangle to get an over the top ball instead. That's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. But please hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below if this video was helpful or not. And let me know if you'd like me to show you in a live stream. Maybe I can do that. There's going to be a live stream a bit later on today, so make sure you come by and say hi. And until then, peace out and good luck.